All right. Cool. Just looking at everybody's little comments together here. Cute. Cute. All right, everyone. Today, talking about what is karmic debt? That. Okay. So, karmic debt. So if you got karmic debt, does that mean if you wake up, you don't have to finish paying karmic debt? It does. Okay. So karmic, it's a debt. Okay. It's a karmic thing. So it's also a belief, what you buy into, what you believe. Remember, if you believe it, you make it happen. Okay. I just want to say this. Way back in the 70s, was it in the 70s? Maybe it was in the 80s. In the mid 80s, yeah, it was mid 80s. I took a group to Banff, Pfeiffer Beach area, back in the mountain woods, beach. But the reason going was to feel all the energies, but also was showing them the belief in heaven and hell and purgatory and other cultural beliefs. Okay, they're all beliefs. Okay, and people go there. So same thing with the karmic thing. Okay, so karmic debt. If you really feel you've got a debt, then of course you're going to be obligated, and you're going to go through a bunch of stuff if you don't, complete your karmic debt. But karmic debt can be anything. Like, for example, another lifetime. Hang on, how am I going to track here? Cynthia? No, hang on. I also look at somebody because you guys, I can't make shit up. Unfortunately, I have to track stuff. Okay, hang on. Okay, I just want to see who am I looking at? No. Yeah, okay, I got it. Hang on a second. Where is she? I thought I saw her. Abigail. Yeah, there she is. Okay. I'm just going to be tracking. Okay. Karmic debt. Does she have a debt? Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. So let's just say in another lifetime. Hang on. Was she the betrayer? Yeah. You were the betrayer. You betrayed big time. Okay. So then you felt guilty. You knew you damaged somebody. You really hurt someone. It's a love relationship, karmic. And then then there's that feeling and belief that, that you're going to be paying that back. So what that means is you might be experiencing a lot of heartache, feeling betrayed, that same kind of thing. Okay. The problem with these karmic debts is we just keep doing them over and over for lifetimes. Okay. So, you can clear them, you can end them. Okay. But part of it has to do with, if it's a strong belief, here's the thing. It is a belief, and it is a strong one. It's the same thing, people. It's the same thing. When I go into people's subconscious, you got crap in there where you're sabotaging yourself, punishing yourself, torturing yourself. There's all these things that you're doing because of a belief. Okay. All right. So karmic debt. Absolutely. Everyone's got karmic debt. Okay. Until you stop buying into it and stop hurting other people. And number one key, do your emotional work. Okay. So let me come back to Abigail. For Abigail, that happened back then. This lifetime, she's going to have betrayal. Okay. But the thing is, if you go through the emotion of betrayal, go through all of the energy of that, all of the emotions in that energy of betrayal, okay, and you start unraveling it, energy starts leaving your body, there's no more karmic debt. Okay? You guys, I'm telling you, do your inner work, game over, dance done. Okay? So, yeah, the karmic debt, it's many, many ways hang on. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at Hitler. Okay, the world believes he's got, not the world, but you know what I'm saying. Those who believe, okay, are saying he's got massive karma. So what's going to happen to him? It's not just his belief, it's everybody else's. That's going to make sure this man experiences hellacious trauma, intense horrors, all kinds of, punishments, tortures, painful death, all kinds of stuff, okay? So he'll be carrying that debt. So my point is yeah, there's karmic debt with everyone. Yeah, everyone's got some kind of karmic debt, okay? And you can end it instantly, okay? So whatever you got running, whatever's happening in your world, again, if you really let yourself feel the energy, the emotions of whatever experience you're having, then, you end it, people. You end it. Okay, hang on. I got to see what Abigail's saying here. Okay, hang on, you guys. There's things happening. Sahar, you're so precious, sweetie. You are. Okay. Okay, some people cause more harm. Yeah, should notice the opposite would not be considered death. Yeah. Yep, there's that. Some people cause more harm than others. Shouldn't they experience the opposite also? Would that be considered a debt? Yes. Okay, but you guys think about something. If you look at your life, would you say you have a balance of happy, joy, pain, suffering? Okay. If you're alive, you will suffer. Being on planet Earth means suffering. I did not say you were Hitler, sweetie. But Abigail, let's see. Yeah. Okay. You guys, it's okay. There's no way around it. But Shannon, you're not picking up you're not, hang on. What was that? What did I just see? Hang on a second. I just saw something. So Shannon, she's got Hitler's birth date. There is. There's something here. What is that? Does she have some kind of belief? You got beliefs. Shannon, you got a bunch of beliefs, sweetie. You need to start unraveling them. They're not true and real. You really do have something anchored in that. Being born on that birthday is not, you got something with that in there. I can see it. I saw it when I started looking. So you might want to unravel that, okay? Because it's not true. Cool. You guys, this is cool. Yes, do that. Okay, look, guys. Their first president was April 15th. Yes, it only has meaning to the individual and your beliefs. I'm telling you, okay? All right. Yeah. So, okay, so I'm going to come back to this one from Solly. It's like some people cause more harm than others. Shouldn't they experience the opposite also? You guys, I don't have to tell you this, it. There's no balance in the goodness and the negativity that we experience, okay? I do a lot of amazing good things. I've helped people for 40 years and, I'm still dealing with stuff, okay? So, and it's not because of carry over, you guys, but bottom line is this: planet Earth, this is where this is our spiritual school, okay? You need to get this. We're in school here, okay? If you go to school can be very challenging. Okay? So we're in school, we're in soul school, and we are waking up and we're doing massive soul journeys. We're having massive experiences with other souls, a lot of soul dancing, but we're learning, we're experiencing, we're growing, we're expanding in consciousness and awareness, okay? That's what we're doing here. So what happens, you guys, is when you unravel lots of the wounding, the stuff that really keeps you in the blame game, in the victim game, making it's your fault, you're causing my suffering game, okay? So when we really unravel the deep wounding, the stuff that paralyzes us, that traumatizes us, where we feel we're not loved, we don't belong, we don't matter, when you clear out that deep stuff, okay, you're no longer feeling that you stop the judging, you stop finding fault, okay? You stop feeling like you're a victim, and you experience more happiness and peace and joy. I'm telling you, honest to God, for real, okay? You can live in this world and there can be chaos and horrors and everything around you. And you can be like in the, in the center, in the eye of that tornado, okay? Or everything's flying around, and here you are, and all is well. No worries, okay? So happiness is possible. Joy is possible. Abundance, love, belonging is all real. But you got to do your inner work. Okay. You guys, here's the thing. This is what I'm telling you. It's your belief. Okay. So these people that do massive harm in their payment for what they did, bad things, not necessarily. Not unless they're saying, I want to know myself on the other side of that. Okay. If they're not believing and buying into the karmic thing, and what I mean by that, people, think about this. We have a collective consciousness. Okay. That collective consciousness, not everybody in there has a belief in karma. Now, I want to tell you, the belief in karma, or karma, the idea of karma was created in Sanskrit back over about 5,000 years ago. It's no further back than that, okay? So what's happening is you got this energy in the collective consciousness. Yes, there's that energy of karma belief system is in there, okay? Like there's a belief in heaven and hell, okay? So it's there. If you're plugged in, if you're really plugged in and you're thinking you're unraveling your beliefs in karma, you're not. You're still plugged in. Okay, you have to disengage from those things. You have to disengage from collective consciousness. You have to unravel anything in you that's still holding on to the belief, in karma. Okay, so oftentimes you'll see people doing atrocities, horrors. Does that mean they're going to do that and experience the other side of that? Most often, yes, but not necessarily. There's no guarantees that they will. Here's the key. Do they want to know themselves in the opposite? Or do they want to know themselves at the hands of whatever they have done? And this is what we're doing, people. We are all doing this. We're all soul dancing with each other. Think about this. If you really hurt someone, betray someone, and you've really severely caused pain, you're going to feel bad. You're going to have guilt. That guilt, especially when you die, you're going to be thinking, I did a horrible thing. I deserve to be punished. Get those words? I deserve to suffer. I deserve to be punished. I deserve. Got it? People, think about this. I've been tracking tens of thousands of humans for 40 years, actually a little longer, because if I start really counting when I really started. See, I started counting when I got paid professionally, but that doesn't mean I wasn't doing stuff before that, okay? So if I include all of that, I've got about 50 years of hands-on experience, okay? So tracking energy, tracking people, looking at stuff. We do it all ourselves. We draw everything to us through your subconscious. Your subconscious is what's creating your reality. Find out what's in your subconscious, or at least start clearing it out, unraveling it, and then see what happens. Okay, it's pretty simple. All right. What? How do people who cause negativity learn not to without karmic retribution? How do people who cause negativity learn not to? Wait, do I understand that? Without karma? Oh, okay. They're not buying into it. They don't have that belief. It's that simple. Okay? Hitler wasn't believing in karma. He wasn't worried about it at all. Yeah. Okay, Juliet, that's good. It's a belief. It is. It's in duality. It is. Okay. And in some sense, it does make sense. Okay. But to believe that that's why we're in our suffering is because of karma, I'm going to tell you straight up, if you start tracking what the person's holding in their subconscious, it's not about karma. It's about a belief that I've done something wrong. Therefore, I'm going to be punished. I'm going to punish myself. Okay. So we create these experiences based on these beliefs. And then there's a co-creation. Okay. So if you have someone who is disengaged from the collective consciousness and they're in more of a state of awareness, higher frequencies, higher vibration consciousness, they're not dancing in karma. But then too, they're not causing harm, at least not intentionally. Okay. It's like do no harm, cause no harm. We're not hurting people, hurting others. Okay. But again, there is a duality. We do have duality. We do have, think about it, yin and yang, the balance. But again, if you look at the world, is it really in balance? No, it's not. Okay. Look at our world right now. And look what's been happening as far back as history, recorded history goes. And you look at humans, you look at the suffering of humans, you look at the survival thing that of humans. Most of life is suffering. Okay. So if there was balance, we would have half and half, wouldn't we? No, not. Okay. Just a reminder today we have a group clearing on, I owe you no more. So that's happening today in 40 minutes. Okay. So you might want to get in on that. I owe you no more. So what that is that belief that I owe a debt of karma. I owe who knows who. I owe, thinking you owe lots of people and all the things you've done to have that, the other side of it all, okay, that balance and that energy frequency anchored into your subconscious. So today, the I owe you no more, I'm going to start releasing and clearing that energy. Change your life, okay? All righty, girl. I love it. Icelandic angel. I deserve only the best. That I know for sure. I love it. Good. Abigail, girl, sweetie. I know. You see, you're still dancing in it. Heal the wound. You'll stop dancing. I promise you. Do you see Michael? If you see Michael, unravel this, okay? The betrayal thing. Go find out what's really going on here with betrayal, okay? Hang on, Abigail. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, one of the things that just presented clear as day is you're angry. You want to hurt people, okay? So that wanting to hurt is why you're doing that. This is why you betray people, okay? So you got to clean that up. But there's more to it than that. But in your subconscious, as with everyone, you have beliefs in there, and Michael can clean up those beliefs. Once those beliefs are cleared up, and you clean up the any other wounding you've got from being betrayed yourself, and then also the feeling of wanting to betray other, you won't be betraying anymore. That dance will be done. That karmic debt will be over because you're no longer playing in it. You're no longer dancing in it. Okay. Sahar, hey love. Sahara, she wants to shatter all her beliefs about karma. Oh, Michael, you guys, no, hang on. You have to go to our website. So, okay, hang on. Yeah, absolutely, Sahara. I'm with you on that one. I'm on board with that one 100%. I'm done with any kind of belief in karma, any kind of karmic debt. I'm done. Okay, here's Juliet. Hang on. Okay, guys, all you do is go to our website. It's a new site now. It's called BonnieSerratore.com. We changed. So go there, sessions, you'll see Michael. Simple. Okay? Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. What's the difference between karma and you reap what you sow? Okay? So it's a little, I mean, it's along the same lines, but the reaping what you sow is more of coming from, like I know in the U.S., like in the U.S., you guys, okay? I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother would talk about, reaping what you sow, meaning whatever you're doing, whatever you're giving, whatever you're creating, that's what will grow for you. That's what you're going to get, okay? And I remember when I was really young, and she'd say, my mind would be going, reaping what you sow. I'm thinking of planting, planting plants or something, Kids' minds, right? But yeah, it's a little bit different, okay? So karma is a thing that gets carried over through lifetimes. Reaping and sowing is kind of like, yeah, this is of this life, you do good things, you're supposed to get good things. But again, where's the balance? Okay, I know in my life, I can only speak for me, and 10,000 billion other people. But yeah, I mean, most people are trying to do good. There's goodness in the heart. There's no desire to cause harm or to undermine people or torture people, cause suffering for people. Okay, most people really have that in their heart. Okay, and we got all this belief, all these things we've done in past lives to know ourselves in all these different ways. I guarantee you, we have done atrocities. We have done horrors. We have tortured, maimed, raped, pillaged, murdered women and children. We've done it all. Got it? Alrighty then. So, so now we got, now then we die, then we have whatever we've done, then we're going to experience the opposite. That's not necessarily true. Sometimes we come back and we do it again. Okay, then we get done and it's like, okay, I'm done. But you don't have any regret. You don't have any feelings that you don't have an attachment, an emotional attachment or a belief around the atrocity. Is there going to be karma? No, because it's a belief system, people. Okay, it gets anchored in. And like I said earlier, if you weren't here, watch it again. The collective consciousness, okay? We are anchored into the collective consciousness. Okay. Got more. Isn't good? So check this out, you guys. I was told I was a Bodhisattva back in the 90s. And I know I am, okay? But how do Bodhisattva vows relate to collective rational karma, and how are they different in the new paradigm, okay? So here's the thing about Bodhisattva. We will come back until everybody wakes up, okay? Okay, and again, the Bodhisattva, it's not so much about the karma, it's about being here, and we hold a certain vibrational frequency, we hold an energy, we hold it for people to wake up, okay? So we have to hold a lot of wakefulness, a lot of enlightenment, awareness, no attachments, no beliefs, okay? Heart open, unconditional love. Truly, unconditional love. This is what we hold. When you hold unconditional love for someone in trauma and crisis, someone who's in pain, or even the people who have done horrors and atrocities, we still hold that unconditional love, okay? what that does, it allows for anyone in our presence to have a healing, to realize, to wake up, to end their suffering. Okay? So, a new paradigm, this is what we're moving into, where, yeah, Bodhisattvas, we're still going to be coming back, because there is, you know, it's like an agreement. Well, it's more than an agreement, people. Okay, it's taking on and holding that we will come till everyone wakes up, till everyone is free and liberated. Okay, so in the new paradigm, because more light's going to be happening, there's going to be more awakenings, more heart-centered, and more of wakefulness, enlightenment, so to speak, consciousness, where we are all starting to end the horrors and atrocities. Okay, we won't be fully into the new paradigm for another 100, but like last year was 150, 149 years. Okay, that's when I see us really living it. So all that time between now and then, all this blackness has to get exposed, all the greed and hatred and prejudices and poor me's and victims and, you know, power over, all of that is getting exposed. And then in time, it's going to start balancing out. And then we're going to start moving right into that new paradigm. And again, you can't pass through the veils if you hold on to the darkness, negativity, hatred, greed, all that stuff. Okay. So, you know, moving into the new paradigm is awesome, because it's a time of light, people. Okay, we've been in so much darkness. Now we're coming into light, and all the darkness has to get exposed. So as we come into the new paradigm, it's not going to be so much around the karma, so to speak. There's a heart opening, and there's an awakening happening. That's what it's about. Have you guys seen the film I'm in with Barbara Marx Hubbard and Sri Ravi Shankar and Don Miguel Ruiz, John Major Jenkins, I forget who else, William Linville and me. Too cool, he died. He was a Rinpoche. But anyway, it's a film. And the new paradigm, the awakening. Okay. All right. Can we still use our mirror and awaken? Yeah. This is good. Yes. Can we still use relationships to mirror and awaken each other ourselves without? Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. So when we use the mirroring, people, it's all about ourselves. Okay. So every reaction we have, we don't go blaming our partner. We point back here. I'm having a reaction. Okay. I'm having a reaction. We start owning in our own reactions, and we use our reactions to come in and heal the subconscious. This is what I did. This is how I've been waking up. Okay. Doing my inner work directly on my own, going into feelings anytime I had a reaction, finding what that is. Okay. So yes, you can. Okay, hang on. Okay. Yeah, the Bodhisattva vow. Yep, it's for everyone, and that means everyone. There's no not liking somebody, you guys. So think about this. You may not know this, but hey, Byron. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, these last couple years ago, 2022, I think it was 2022. 22. Yeah, I mean, my whole thing was I want my heart to be open. I want unconditional love for everyone. I don't care who they are. I don't care. Unconditional love. Okay. So that's been my journey. Was it easy? No. Did I get whacked? You bet. Did I get traumatized? Yes. Is my heart more open? Yes. Yes. Okay. I don't know if the film, Sahar, the film, I have copies of it, but I don't, just if you Guru Rendezvous is the film producers, and it's Awaken Soul to Soul through Guru Rendezvous. I don't know where my, I don't think I have any in here. Okay. Okay, so hang on. What was that? Yeah, okay, hang on. Yeah, that's good. This is good. Does clearing karma and the emotion change the outcome? Yes. Yes. Yes, Abigail. You got it. Yes. Guru rendezvous. I've got Phil. I got Cynthia, I don't know. Awaken Soul to Soul. The title is Awaken Soul to Soul. WAKN. And it's with Guru Rendezvous. So how do you spell Guru? Producers are how do you spell rendezvous, you guys? I don't know how to spell rendezvous. RENDEZ. RN. Cynthia, type Guru Rendezvous for me. I can't spell it. I don't. There you go. Byron did it. Okay, so it's called Guru Rendezvous, Awaken Soul to Soul. So if you do some internet search, you'll probably find it. Okay, hang on. I'm going to see. Byron's asking, can relationships be restored through the clearing? Can people be brought back together through the clearing of karma? Yes, you guys. I have to tell you, I mean, I have done so many peoples that were ending their relationships. It's over, whatever. And you heal the stuff. Okay. Relationships can get healed. Absolutely. Okay. It was in 2012, Shannon. Yes, 2012. Yep, that was it. It was for 2012. We were filming that. Actually started filming it in 2009. And then we did a major thing in 2012. Okay. All right, guys, I need to get going. So we have the group clearing. Okay. Byron, are you coming to that clearing? Hang on. Let me make sure you hang on. Byron, yeah, Okay, everyone. All right, guys. Till next time. Hope to see you there. Okay, good, Byron. All right, cool. All right, everyone. Till next time. Thank you, Cynthia.